Yo, so we're in this newly released game that released yesterday called Anime Saga. This game is sick, bro. Just look at this. Look at all these effects and stuff, bro. Okay, so this new game called Anime Saga just released yesterday, actually, as I said in the intro. And it's honestly fire, as you saw clips in the intro as well, bro. Like, this game is insane. But, yeah, since this game first came out, I'm gonna give you guys a quick little beginner's guide to get from level 0 all the way up to 15, so you can do Infinity Castle and the third story mode. So yeah, to start off, when you join the game, there's codes if you come over to if you click on areas and teleport to evolve. Oh no, not evolve. Hold on. If you click on areas and teleport to stats, you come over here on the other side. Well, you could also teleport to traits, but talk to Farian here, and then we'll redeem some codes. And I'll give you guys the codes later on in the video, so just stay tuned to the end. Alright, once you redeem the codes, you're gonna want to come back to where you spawned in and look at the banner. Like, if you guys can't get a legendary, like when I first started the game, it took me forever to get my first legendary. So if you guys want an epic to settle on, I recommend going for Sasuke. He's got hands down the best starter character if you can't get any legendaries. But if you can, I say go for Mochi and Zoro or Inosuke. They're all really good, to be honest. But I say go for Mochi and Zoro because there's these little bonuses, as you can see down here. Like if you click on two characters, actually now I'll get back into that. But yeah, I say get Mochi and Zoro. I feel those are the two best starting characters because you get a pass with them, which I'll go over in a second. All right, we also have level rewards. Like when you reach a certain level, you get milestone rewards and all that good stuff, and you'll get gems, stat rerolls, trait tokens, and yeah. All right, now we're here at the shop. You can purchase these items that you can feed to your units so they can get levels and stuff. Higher the level, more damage and HP, and there is a material shop, which I'm pretty positive that you use for evolving, which is actually what we're going to be talking about next. Literally right up the ramp from the shop is where evolve. You talk to Boo for crafting. Like characters have certain craft things that you need to craft them, obviously. And yeah, you get the materials from the shop, you buy them, and then you come over here, add your unit that you want to evolve, and you get the items from them, and then they evolve. Pretty simple. Yeah, there's also emotes next to the shop, so you could buy emotes. Well, you can't buy emotes for some reason, but you honestly, actually, I am not sure how to get emotes unless you buy them with Robux. All right, back up to where the codes were. We have trait rerolls. Here you can add any one of your characters. You have these reroll tokens here, and you can get any of these traits. The rarest being Doombringer. And if you click on these traits, it actually tells you what they do. And if we go to the other side from there, there's the AFK right there where you can get gems and rewards. There's a stat reroll where you talk to Ogrum. Again, you click on a random unit that you want, and then you reroll these. You need these single spell ones to reroll them individually, and then these super spells to reroll them all at once. There's also a group reward that you can get if you like and join the group. You can get a reward like some gems and some coins. I'm not sure if it gives trait rerolls too, but yeah. Also, there is Remu here. There's gonna be like a different character. You could purchase them, getting these little tokens from raids, but you unlock them like at a later time. Of course, in shop we have all these pay to win things like advanced bundle, starter bundle, potions, VIP, game passes, extras units, all that stuff. And then inventory where we see all of our items and stuff. See, I'm kind of broke. I only have one item here, which is kind of tragic. We have our units, areas where we could teleport, and the play button where you could do story. There's currently only 4 stories in the game, but there's different game modes in them, like nightmare, hard, and normal. And there's also raids and Infinity Castle. Raids is when you get those tickets so you can buy those characters, and Infinity Castle you unlock at level 15, and you just keep doing levels over and over again. And what they do for you, I'm pretty sure you get rewards out of them, but there's also this infinite little section in the quest slot where you can get rewards for completing all these floors. And since we're already in here, we'll go over the weekly missions, which is self-explanatory. Every week you get a new mission that you can complete, and dailies that hasn't been reset for me yet. And then our last button, we got our profile with, it'll tell our level, our playtime, gems, all that stuff. And we have titles. So far I don't have any titles. And yeah, let's get into the passives now. When you equip certain characters, they get a buff, but they have to be of the same type. Let me show you. So like I said, whenever you go for legendaries, I recommend you go for Mochi and Zoro, because, well, specifically if you want to get gems, because you get this pirate buff passive and it grants you 30% bonus gold and gem rewards. Yeah, and as you can see, Zoro and Mochi are in this category, and there's different ones for each category of players, I guess. I'll show you guys the ones that I have. Okay, so the One Piece ones do that. The Naruto ones, let's check it out. The Naruto ones, it grants you a boost skill cooldown and recovery by 15%, allowing faster, sharper movements in combat. There's currently only 3 Naruto characters in here, but honestly not that bad to get, because 2 of them are just common ones to get. Now we have the passive for Demon Slayer characters. It increases the total team damage by 20%, driven by the unwavering resolve of Slayers. And there is currently 4 in the game. So you can get 2 of those. You can get Tanjiro and Nezuko for the easy damage boost. And I think there's one more. Let me check. Okay, yeah, from the characters that I have, there is also a Dragon Ball one, which grants you 30% bonus XP boost, which isn't really that great in my opinion. You don't really need it that much, but if you want to get levels and get to 15 fast, I recommend you use Dragon Ball Z characters. Alright, in summary, One Piece gives you gems and gold, Demon Slayer gives you damage boost, Dragon Ball Z ones give you XP boost, and what else is left? Naruto ones, they give you skill cooldown. And that's what I have so far. I know you guys have been waiting for this, but before I get into the codes, make sure you like and subscribe, and stay in tune with my channel for all my future video posts and my live streams. And let's get into the codes. Alright, our first code that we have is release, capital R. Then we have sorry for delay, capital S, F, and D. Then we have code sorry for shutdown. We got some newer codes, 50k active, which give you these rewards. We have code 1 mil visits. And final code in Bug Saga we trust. And that is all the current updated codes, but they said in announcements that there's going to be a new code dropping soon. So stay in tune with that. Discord is in the game bio. Alright, so that's all the features in this new game that released. Stay in tune with my channel. I'll be posting a video on how to properly start the game and get into it, so you guys aren't really lost. So stay tuned with that. But like I said, stay tuned with my channel, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, see, I'm still recording.